Alright, hey guys, this is Yo again, coming at you with another Pro Dota commentary. This time is between MithTrust, a Thailandese team, versus iZone 215? 125? I don't know. It's 125, yeah, iZone 125. So, it'll be a great game where we're having from these two teams. And yeah, it's actually going to be a bit of a longer game, one of the longer games. And I haven't watched it, but I read some of the comments on the replay page, and it appears that there's like long stretches where there's not a lot happening. So I think I might a little 2x in some of the parts that look like there's nothing happening, and just nobody wants to sit here, and watch too much farming. So that's why I'll do that. And don't worry, I'll be keeping up a constant stream of commentary. Meanwhile, I won't be just sitting here and give you guys a nice and long awkward pause while that happens. Don't worry about that, and I'll try not to miss any of the action. Uh, anyways, a couple of months ago, maybe a year ago even actually by now, I think Luminous put up a challenge where, hey, why don't you guys do a 2x commentary? And almost every single one of the pro Dota commentators on DotaCommentaries.com actually did that. So yeah, I might do that myself. So anyways, it looks like iZone 125 had the first pick, first ban, and they started off with banning Pugna and Beastmaster. And I think that sort of indicates, I've seen a couple of games where iZone has played, and they're always banning these two solo, these really good solo midders, and Lich as well, who can also be a really great solo mid or a solo mid support as well, which is what he's more usually played nowadays. So those are some very good bans right there, because I think they always like picking Lanaya. iZone is really partial to the Lanaya. iZone, like I mentioned earlier, is a pinoy team, so Pinoy's team love to pick Lanaya, and I wish more teams would pick Lanaya. Lanaya's a very fun hero. And so it's great to see, she's getting a lot of play in this GEST IDC tournament. And mostly, I guess you can interpret that to the fact that the Pinoys are playing in this GEST IDC tournament. And they always love picking these co-op. They always love picking Lanaya. So, that's why we're seeing so much of her. And she likes going solo mid, and it looks like iZone is actually doing the bans, just to protect her. Pugna, great solo mid, or Beastmaster, great solo mid, Lich, he can solo mid and just own that solo mid, or he can dual solo mid and still own the opposing solo mid, and while at the same time just supporting, your carry or your solo mid hero like a champ. And Lanaya can just really be owned by all of these heroes in mid. And so I guess they're really protecting that Lanaya and helping her to to victory. And on the MithTrust side, they're banning Lycanthrope, they're banning Bat, they're banning Invoker. MithTrust has a great Invoker player, but since they didn't have first pick, they didn't want to give first pick Invoker to the opposing team. And I'm sure if you had seen MithTrust picking first banning, then they wouldn't have banned the Invoker initially, because they would probably snap that up. I'm pretty sure I forget who the great Invoker player is on the MithTrust team, but whoever he is, he would have wanted to snap that up right away and to show us some Imba Invoker plays. Anyways, these first picks, they're very solid first picks. It looks like iZone has gone for a first pick Earthshaker, as solid support. I'm not sure if his first pick worthy, but maybe he just fits so well into the team synergy that iZone is considering for their overall team that they had to get him first and not let MithTrust get him. And MithTrust there picked a really solid, laner, just getting themselves a huge lane advantage with Windrunner, and then they pick up a Furion. If he goes gank Furion, I'm just gonna go crazy. I'm just gonna gush with, pride. Yeah, MithTrust, go Thailandese team. If he goes the gank strat, because that's the kind of Furion I love seeing played. And and the fact that they have Windrunner kind of allows them to do that, because Fiona can go jungle and Windrunner can go go long lane somewhere and handle herself quite capably. And hopefully we'll be seeing some great plays over there. And now we see why they pick up that Earthshaker right away, and then why they picked that AA up. It's because they wanted to get the CK. AA and CK alone are just such a deadly combo. You can just like wipe out an opposing any opponent, any lane they are in. Is just so offensive and so powerful that AA Kofi is basically guaranteed to land with that ES Fisher plus the CK Reality Rift and stun. So that's just now you see why they first picked the ES. They didn't give away what their combo was going to be, and they got to pick up that AA as well. So, and MithTrust, they kind of responded with getting that inbuff Fury on you, and they're going to be getting their push on, and I think that might be a bit of a problem. I mean, they did get the ES, but now I'm hoping that iZone will be going for some AOE team, AOE heroes from in the next couple of picks, and they are gonna probably get that Lanaya, so they're gonna have one spot left, and I don't know what the pinoy is gonna get for their AOE. They have their two supports because generally AA is being played support on the most pinoy trains I've seen picking him. I haven't seen him go solo mid on a pinoy team yet, so I don't know who else they're gonna get. It's gonna be AOE counter to MithTrust. And MithTrust, they're banning another annoying pusher, Broodmother, another annoying chaser in Broodmother, and iZone banned the Shadow Demon. Shadow Demon, I think, is also a decent pick that MithTrust might be picking up. He's really powerful with or against anti-mage. So, and I guess since they weren't picking it, they got rid of him. And they also got rid of Lion, so they're probably going to be getting somebody, a Blinker maybe, probably Quap actually. A Lion is probably going to be really good. He's not so good against Lanaya, but a Lion is really good against Quap because he has that disable, just like he's really good against anti-mage. Not really good because his nuke power doesn't do too well against anti-mage, but those disables are just really solid. And MithTrust goes on to ban Arasa. They're getting rid of these solid supports that can really disable that anti-mage and keep him from running around. But the thing is, I don't know if MithTrust is going to be picking up Arasa at this point. They're like I said, they really love their Lanaya, so we'll probably be seeing her from them. And so let's just talk about a little bit about the team synergy going on the MithTrust side. They have that Windrunner, like I said, really solid laning power. That Fiona is going to be able to jungle quite capably and pop up with ganks every now and then. That anti-mage is going to have a great time in lane with some solid supports if they hang out over there with him. Probably you don't pick an anti-mage without some supports hanging out and supporting him, otherwise he's going to be totally owned in whatever lane he goes in. So let's see, there we go, there's the Quap. They got some AoE now to counter the pushing kind of heroes that they have with the Furion, and if they also pick up some more pushers on the team on the MithTrust side. So good job by iZone recognizing the problem and getting a nice long solo in there. And I can see that they were planning this out already. They could see into the future because they banned that Lion. I mean, Lion's not going to be too effective against an anti-mage because of that spell shield, and so they got rid of the Lion. And then MithTrust recognized, oh man, they're gonna still need a disabler hero, a disabler long laner or whatever, and they got rid of the Rasta because his disables are he's much better as a hero when you're facing against an anti-mage, in terms of disabling pushing power than Lion would be, because Lion's finger is just negated like 40% by the spell shield extra. And like I said, there we go, iZone picked up Lanaya as the last pick, so they have a lot of killing power on their team. They have decent amount of AoE, and they have just so much killing power, and I'm looking forward to see some great ganks once these guys get a couple of levels, because those three heroes, they need a lot of EXP. In fact, all of the heroes on the Scourge side need a lot of EXP, and nobody's jungling, so there's not going to be a jungle lane opening up for them. And it looks like the MithTrust side got a CM, and we'll be seeing what kind of interesting skill build she's going to be going. I always like appreciating the kind of varying skill builds that these pros choose for the solid supporter that is CM, and why they make those choices. I always like thinking about that sort of thing, and adjusting my play based on that. Like, oh, these guys went this skill build because they were facing this, and this, and they decided to do this is more important for me and my team at this point in the game. And sometimes they actually choose wrong. Like in the most recent game I casted, there was a CM who actually maxed Frostbite, because she wanted to prioritize team synergy with an AA, and that didn't work out because they needed AoE to stop a push, and they didn't have it because she didn't max Crystal Nova. Alright, one second, guys. Anyways, I'm back. I had to pause for a second, guys. Let's see what happens next. Let's talk about who's playing what. Traba is playing the Balnazar. Tritz is playing the Windrunner. Tank is playing the Furion. Lakels is playing the Lakes is playing the Anti-Mage. And you know, in a recent game that I've seen him playing, he's actually, you know, he can farm really well with that anti-mage. So you know, we're look forward to see some amazing farm on him. And over here, the Triffy is playing the CM. On the iZone 125 side, Froggy is playing the ES. What's this guy's name? Kels is playing the AA. Jojero is playing the CK. Lanaya is being played by Paul. And Quap is being played by Akong. So you'll be seeing some, you know, big King Kong sized plays from him, hopefully. And yeah, MithTrust, despite, let's see, not going to be bottle crowing. And the pinoy team, of course, they got the bottle couriers ready. And CK is just pushing away the windrunner. He doesn't want to get caught down here against. He's probably pretty sure that they've got enough disables already. You know, the Fisher or CK stun and an AA Kofi. You know, he'd probably go down, feed an early first blood to these guys, no problem. So you know, he's playing a little bit carefully, and they realize what kind of lane they go against. You know, these guys, they're not going offensive tri lane; they're going defensive tri lane. And so you know, Winmer is going to have a work cut off for her. And CM looks like she's going to be staying around with the anti-mage. You know, I guess just him with the anti-mage should be able to help the anti-mage farm and keep the quad back. Meanwhile, Lanaya and Banazar, you know, I think Lanaya has a bit of an advantage. Eventually she'll be getting some range. She'll be maxing refraction first, but once she gets some range, she'll start owning that Banazar. And all he has is that void, you know, so it's going to be a little bit difficult for him to get some harass down on that Lanaya. Furion is just jungling over here nicely. CM is still hanging around with that AM. He's 3-1, and this Quap is being kept really back. 0-0 on her. Meanwhile, Windrunner, you know, she's being kept really back. She has a little bit more EXP than the Quap, but you know, these guys, they need to like find her and you know, get some kills on her. Come on, guys. But you know, this is CM really doing a lot of work keeping the Quap back. Quap is resorting to just blocking over there, trying to slow down the creeps so they can get closer to the tower and you know, into blink away range, basically. And yeah, Furion is still just farming it up already at that level 3 camp, and got a half HP on the Quap. All she has is some trees, but you know, I guess she thinks you know, she needed those stats. Yeah, she needs as much HP as she can get. Windrunner is still hanging out all the way down here. There's actually a ward from iZone that can see her. So, you know, they'll know if she starts coming, and everybody will be in position to take her down, you know, on the double. CN is still hanging out, really putting down harass. Frostbite, I think, is probably going to be her first skill of choice, you know, since she isn't going against a tri-lane. You know, when it's when you're going against the opposing solo, you know, it is best to, I guess, max, or actually choose, at least, the Frostbite skill first. Up here, looks like Windrunner got off a successful pull, but with this ward, they saw it happening, and they just cut her off. And you know, right now it looks like Quap is a little bit happy. You know, the creeps are coming into range of the tower. She's getting some free farm EXP, and oh, look like that, a Frostbite, and the Magina is just Mono Burn. And oh, look like DD from the Furion. He just TP'd in one hit, and you know, you got a quick first blood on that Quap. Good job by the Mith-trust side, and this is going to be really bad. I mean, it's not totally bad. They're going to get a quick crow and stuff from the CM. I suppose that she didn't crow yet because it's all the way over here, but maybe a quick boots or something coming from her. And you know, I guess you really can't control for, you know, the Furion had that DD rune, and you know, like I said, I'm just really excited to see ganking the Furion. Let's go, more ganks, go. Anyways, you see up here, you know, they still haven't been able to get a kill on the Windrunner. She's basically at full HP, only using a couple of trees, and Quap is back. She's already used up 3 of them. And the CM is getting into position again. This Quap better be careful. She's only level 2 Frostbite and a couple of right clicks. She blinks, but I guess anti-mage wasted blink to get over here quickly and get as much harass as he could on her, and you know, burn as much of her mana, get as much damage on her as he could. This Windrunner is still sitting at full HP. These guys are having a really tough time. There's only one ranged hero over there, and you know, they're not too mobile unless the CK can get a stun off. So unless they get that Fisher off, and you know, even though they have a ward, like, you know, checking it out, they can see her. They're down there. Man, CM is still getting that, really getting that harass down real hard on that Quap, and you know, Quap just has to deal with it. She's almost out of region items herself. So man, this Quap having a really tough lane. She's level 3 and 7-0 on the Windrunner. 5-0 on the co-op, so you know that she's leading 20-9 on the anti-mage versus 13-4 on the CK. I'm a little bit surprised, man. CK is just, I guess, that early pull that the winner got off on this camp over here just you know, really ruined his farm a little bit. You know, I guess made it a little bit hard. Looks like Furan is on top of all the runes. He's keeping in to catch them. So Balnazar doesn't even have to leave the lane to control for the runes, but it looks like Balnazar should be owning a little bit. Maybe is he 17-3 on the Balnazar, 19-8 on the Lanaya. She has a bit of an advantage in that lane. But you know, Lake is just proving to us, you know, how great a farmer he is. He's already 26-11, 4 minutes in, so it's about 6 creep kills a minute. And I have to say, it's just really good farm coming from him. And once again, I wonder if he's gonna go minus this game. It'll be interesting to see. He looks like he's going for Vanguard actually right now. He's going for a bit more of a tank build. He realizes the Scourge team has a lot of killing power, especially this tri-lane up here. And yeah, and you see, it looks like this is pushing again, and I hope the co-op is a little bit more wary this time, because, you know, Furion is ready to TP. He's TPing in top right now, but he's just threatening to TP, but Furion can TP down here anytime, especially now that the creeps are tanking the tower, so you should be careful. And yeah, they're moving in. He should be a little bit more careful. Oh man, he trapped himself out. He was about to TP, but a Frostbite right at the perfect moment. Furion did TP up there. He's level 5, level 4 crop, and down to she is gonna go. And you know, these guys just tank the tower, no problem. And it looks like they might transition this into a push at bot. You know, Furion here, and man, he is level 5, man. Wow. And I think those are level 3 treants. I'm not sure. Let's check it out over here. I'm a little curious. Prophet has skill force. Yep, he has level 3 treants. And yeah, they're really looking to push down against the iZone team. Just, you know, just gonna get secure as much early gold as they can get for that AM. You know, later on in the game, it gets really hard to push it down if you don't get it early. These guys are transitioning over to mid to get a gank on the Balnazar, and let's hope they... Oh, looks like the winner is over here. She grabs the DD rune despite the fact these guys are all over here. She actually gets a... Nope, she didn't kill the courier. He got out of there just on time. ES throws on a Fisher. Windrunner is running out, but a trap from Lanaya is really slowing her down. Furion is TPing in, and Lanaya is still chasing, but she gets treats. She turns on and starts attacking the Furion, but he's not staying in range for the melt attack. Lanaya gets silenced, and they're being chased. He chased away the AA, but now they're coming back. ES has carried it up to get another Fisher. Lanaya is really doing a lot of work. She's not taking too much damage with that refraction. Really doing a lot of work for her. She has 15 charges on that magic wand at this point. And CM came in. She dropped her sentry ward. She can't meld the run from over here. Oh man, Lanaya has almost no HP. Last word, she gets a refraction on at the last moment. And it looks like CK is coming in for some support. And they're really going to town on that Prophet. He goes down. Another void, but you know, her refraction was still there. Dust on the... Naya, I think she was bottling up, but that last attack from that Windrunner took her down. Good job by the Mith-trust team. They salvaged something from that terrible fight. 3-2, and I wonder what's gonna happen. Yep, nope, that's it. Action has cooled down. AIM has been free farming it down over here. 38 and 13. Lake is just really doing some work. Mith-trust has put a really offensive ward over here, so you know they can really keep this squad back. She's yeah, AIM burned all her mana out, and that's just... I'm feeling really sorry for her. The Windrunner having a much better game than her, and she hasn't died nearly as much. So you know, like I said, the solos are really important. You know, if your solo feeds and the opposing solo doesn't feed and gets the XP, maybe a little bit more gold as well. You know, it's just you know, that opposing solo is going to do so much more work, whereas yours is just going to be useless. And you know, one of the things about Klopp is unless she's really successful in the game, unless she's really successful in ganks, you know, she's just gonna really just, you know, die and feed to the opposing team. Anyways, right now, Klopp, it looks like she realizes that she really can't handle this area up here. CK has transitioned over there, and she's actually gone mid. Maybe she's going to grab the rune, I don't know. Balnazar thought there was rune over there, but he went up there. And it looks like there's a fight going on over here against Alaya. That refraction is really, you know, just helping her survive. 2 versus 1, 3 versus 1. And a silence on the Klopp, he can't TP. A tree, despite the fact that she magic wanted, you know, just the tree kept her there too long. Maybe she should have kept some, she shouldn't have relied on that blink too much. She should have kept some, you know, Eater Gaboons in her inventory so that she can just tree herself out. Maybe even buy a QB for herself. Anyways, Alaya is just standing in lane over here. You know, that refraction is just helping her survive. There's no dot on the Scourge team. Somebody really should buy an Urn. I don't know if... Yeah, Urn does cancel refraction charges still, so... Still a great counter to Lanaya, and it looks like all these guys are all converging on the Lanaya, but she's gonna get out of there, and she has phase boots as well, and ESTP ushers these guys away. A trap over there slows them down a little bit, and up here looks like AM is trying to go on the CK, and he's basically burned almost all of his mana out. He might have a reality rift in him, I'm not sure, and just one more attack though, I think it'll go away. And Quap, looks like after she died, she's heading out top, but she's going to be facing down a much better front Windrunner. And all she has is a bottle and a magic wand, so, you know, and the Windrunner has arcane boots, a wand, and at least a ring of protection, so she has a decent amount of armor buff as well. And Quap better be careful, you know, she has to be aware that Furion can TP in at any time. A is coming in for some support. Maybe they're hoping to get a kill on the Quap. I mean, on the Windrunner. Windrunner throws a nice power shot. She's gonna bottle up. She blinks away a little bit, and you know, she's hopefully she still has 2 bottle charges. Another power shot is actually gonna hit. Windrunner is probably gonna go dive this, is she? Nope, no. She just wanted to get the harass on, and Quap is just bottling up. You know, Windrunner is gonna go back to farming, and yeah, you know, just a little bit of a lull in the action maybe. AM is hanging out over here. Anyways, he's doing a little bit of pull to help keep the creep wave up here. You know, just that Windrunner power shot is really doing a lot of work on that Quap. You know, Windrunner is level 7, Quap is only level 6. And wow, another power shot. She's like getting 100% on all the power shot. That mini sun, and she's gonna run out of there. But is she gonna try to do a power shot slam? It looks like that's what she's trying. He's up here as well, but he's doing the pull. He's not paying attention, I guess. Windrunner backs off a little bit. Another power shot to steal some creeps. Man, she has a lot of mana with that arcane boost plus that level 3 Brilliant Sora. I have to say that you know. Oh, Shack Shot's actually gonna latch, and another power shot. Man, she's just spamming power shots left and right, and she gets another kill. Furion's ultimate has done a lot of damage on the AA, and yep, Balnazar is running in. He's gonna get that kill. Yeah, there you go. Down he goes. Down here, looks like CK has finished up a Vanguard. He's actually at only 40 mana, so he can't really cast anything at this time. And anti-mage is just harassing him. 55 and 19 on Lakers, and 39 and 11 on the CK. So things are looking really dire for the iZone team. 6 and 2 in Mith-trust's favor. So you know, I'm feeling really worried about the iZone team. I want the Pinoys to win here because I want the underdog to win. Right now, the underdog are the Pinoys. Yep. Mith-trust, you know, they do a lot of spectacular plays. You know, they're always winning the early game, but sometimes they mess up somewhere in the mid game. They mess up and they feed a bunch of extra kills that they don't have to feed to the enemy team. CM is in position. She actually starts casting her ult, and actually does almost an okay amount of damage to the CK, but he just kind of walks out. A is over here. CK can cast absolutely nothing. He has 5 charges. He might be able to cast something if you pop those charges. So, anyways. In the jungle, looks like anti-mage is jungling a little bit. Lanaya has, yeah, she saw him. Fraction trap, so he blinked, but looks like Lanaya's going to be able to catch up to him with the phase boots. And she activates the DD rune and ES Fisher, but nope, she didn't have enough time to do that final right click. Furion ultimate is going to hit a lot of people, but it looks like, yep, refraction charge is going to block a lot of damage. She's going 3 versus 1 against these people. Dust from the Balnazar silence on the Lanaya, but you know, he turned back for 1 second and the DD Lanaya just killed him. Balnazar is now chasing the Lanaya, but he turns around for the AA. AA is probably going to go down over here. Yet down he goes, and the Windrunner is chasing the ES. He's probably going to do another, you know, a couple of 100% power shot hits against him. Nope, Furion is over here, trees the Lanaya. She still has that DD. And yeah, there's still a sentry ward around, so she can't really disappear. She's trying to get that CM, but you know, she gets frostbitten. Now she's running, she's silenced, so she can't cast another refraction. She can't continue doing this 3 versus 1. She melts over here, and she should be careful that somebody had a dust earlier. There's a ward up there, and yep, down she goes. That ward isn't enough range, and she should have maybe run down that way, you know, totally a different way that they didn't expect. But I guess she wanted to hide while she had them fogged a little bit, and they, you know, got a kill on her. So like I said, I'm really worried for the iZone team. They're feeding kills left and right. I mean, Lanaya got a critical kill on Lakers. You know, Lakers really farming like a champ. He might be getting out of control. He finishes 4-man shield and treads first, so it looks like he's not going to be going for a Vanguard. It looks like he's going to be going for a Battle Fury first, which is a perfectly understandable choice. You know, you want to get to farm on, maybe get a heart instead of spend any money on that Vanguard unnecessarily early. But, you know, maybe get a fight booster too. But, you know, like I said, you want to rush that Battle Fury and get your farm going. And that's what he shows him. But, you know, that's kind of why he was, like, kind of caught out of position. over here by the Lanaya, and you chase him down and killed him. Basically because, and well, it wasn't totally just because of that. I mean, he's losing a lot of HP, and it looks like Jojero got a kill over here on the CM. You know, probably just Reality Rift, stun plus AA, cold feet combo, and down she went. So yeah. Anyways, the AA, you know, I mean the anti-mage, you know, because he doesn't have that Vanguard, he's easily getting caught out. AA Blast is gonna hit on the Balnazar and Quap ultimate and just make sure that he pops. And yeah, he kills, or the AA got that kill. So you know, nice aiming on that AA Blast. Looks like the Furion Illusions almost got a kill on the bottle throwing that these guys have going, but not quite. You know, at least they're paying attention and they're not letting it die. And looks like there's gonna be a fight happening over here in mid with all these people converging. You know, I guess they were trying to go for a push. CM is back after having died earlier to the CK. Man, this is a lot of action happening around over here. And yep, looks like CK, you know, was found by the AM. He has a Vlad's actually. He's not going for that battlefield first, which is an interesting choice. And his mana is all gone, mini stun from Windrunner, and the CK is just gonna run out of there. He just has enough movement speed. He doesn't really need to even cast anything with that Vanguard. He's much more tankier than the anti-mage. Slow from the Lanaya is gonna help him get out. Nope, another 100% power shot from that Windrunner. You know, this Windrunner is just really good, I have to say, in terms of, well, not in terms of shock shot, but in terms of power shot. You know, she's always hitting them. She's getting like 100% damage. She's getting a lot of KSs. Like, and people aren't dodging. She's doing it like ninja assassinate. Basically, you know, those power shots are assassinate kind of power shots. Anyways, ES was gets the Fisher down. He's really low HP. That power shot misses him, but you know, probably took off a refraction charge off of the Lanaya. Lanaya's getting focused now by 3 heroes, and she's probably going to be silencing it. There's a silence, and now she's trying to run. Quap is somewhere. And yeah, these guys are all chasing down the Lanaya right now. They don't have any true sight. Do they have a dust? Somebody should have a dust or a ward probably coming. I don't know. Yeah, anyways, Lanaya is just sitting here invisible, and they all know it, and they're just camping her out. CM is running around because yep, CK is going to catch her. A Blast just to ensure the kill, but it didn't happen. Lanaya is still sitting there invisible. CK is coming with his illusion, and oh, Force Staff gets Furion out of there. And Lanaya, you know, refraction now, and she's bottling up, and she's probably going to turn around and start attacking the AM. You know, like refraction helps you keep your you know, you can bottle up in between refraction charges since you're not taking any damage during the refraction. So, you know, that's another really effective combo. That's why Lanaya is really good in solo mid position, because bottle helps her out so much. And a trap, and looks like AM might be going down. That slow is gonna probably guarantee it. I don't think he maxed. Oh, there you go. He blinks, and Shackle Shot's gonna latch on the ES. And the winner is going to run out of there. Looks like that's it for the engagement. Nope. Furiona's up here. He's trying to chase down the Quap. A Blast is going to hit. And yeah, he should pop with, yep, the Fisher. And he just popped another kill for the AA. So, you know, that was a really long, protracted team fight. And it looks like, you know, iZone has finally evened things up, you know, 9-8. You know, before they were sitting at a much lower score. So I'm a little impressed. You know, they figured out a way to, you know, they got their stuff together. They got their team coordination together, and you know, they even up the kill scores. And AM now, he's probably going to go for the battlefield. You know, he finished the Vlads. I guess, you know, I guess he realized that, you know, he was losing too much HP while he was jungling. You know, so he, I guess, for that jungling ability, he went for that Vladimir so he can make back some of his HP. And now it looks like there might be an engagement happening at mid. Silence on the Lanaya. The tower goes down. There's a trap over there. Shackle Shot off a creep. Power Shot, and Furion TP's in just to make sure, and down she goes. A Blast just to put down a little bit of harassment, maybe catch somebody down if Lanaya had had time to do a little bit of DPS. And now the rest of the Scourge team is also converging over here on mid. And yeah, it looks like they're just going to back off a little bit. They don't want to, you know, tango with these 4 guys with just 3 people. And AM just free farming it up. Let's look at his farm a little bit right now. He's at 57-20. Whereas the CK is currently sitting at 53-12. So, you know, CK is catching up a little bit. You know, those kills on that AM have really helped out a lot in terms of allowing the CK to catch up. And, you know, you just have to be a little bit more careful when you're playing. It looks like Balnazar is going for a Vanguard after that the bottle and treads were finished. And everybody is just farming it up in the jungle. And mid looks like there's Balnazar is actually going to get caught out. And the CK stun Reality Rift, and is Cold Feet gonna, nope, it's not gonna proc, but the Reality Rift makes sure he gets hit by the AA Blast. Furion TP's in, and he gets Force Staffed out, but he gets another CK stun, you know, just enough of a nuke, he goes down. Lanaya is also in position. and she has a blink dagger at this point, so great. I really love seeing that offensive build. We'll probably see her going Desolator next set, and she'll be like 2 hitting, 3 hitting the CM at that point. And yeah, Lanaya can do this easily. You just dive the tower, no problem like that. And it looks like these guys are really being led on a merry chase by the Sentinel team. And Blink melded by the Lanaya, but she didn't get a hit off. Reality Rift brings her back a little bit. ES even casts his ult, and Furion ult to bring down everybody's HP, forces the ES to TP out in case he doesn't want to get caught up by a Furion TP later on. And at least they finally killed that win runner. They got rid of her mega kill streak, and you can see the contrast between the Quap, who hasn't been too effective. She's 1 in 4 in terms of kills and only 72 CS. And so you have to see that win runner was just really pawning this game, because she wasn't held on, because she was really powerful. Oh man, and it looks like Balnazar just dropped, and it looks like the MithTrust team just wants to continue. And yeah, these guys are just like, maybe they're discussing it, maybe there's a bunch of pauses, they're still talking a lot. And it looks like the CM can probably micro the Balnazar, so it's not too bad. They don't want to reload from the last save. I guess they just want to finish this game up in the GEST IDC tournament. Oh, and it looks like they discussed it, and the CK left in exchange for the Balnazar dropping. I mean, I guess it's a fair enough trade, but I'd say that the advantage is on the MithTrust side, because they had some critical heroes still left on their team. They still have that Furion. They still have that. They still have that anti-mage. Also, their most 2 critical heroes. And now, where's a really hard carry for the Scourge team? They no longer have a really hard carry. I mean, Lanaya is a good carry, but after the mid game, she kind of putters out of power. I'd have to say out of effectiveness. Her steamroll just kind of runs out of steam. You have to say by the end of the mid game. So I have to I think that wasn't like the best thing they could have done. If MithTrust wanted to keep going, they should have just the CM basically at this point in the game starts becoming almost useless. Like she can micro the Balnazar and herself. So I have to say, good job by the iZone team. Good, I commend them. They're being really sportsmanlike. They they dropped the CK because MithTrust has lost their Balnazar, but I have to say it wasn't a fair trade, because that CK was worth much more to the Surge team than the Balnazar was worth to the Sentinel. Because they have that CM who can easily micro him. I'm pretty sure he's the one who's microing him all the time. And I'm just I think that might cost iZone the game over here, actually. But hopefully not. Hopefully they'll still be able to put up a good fight. Maybe it won't matter at all. We'll see what happens, actually. Anyways, it looks like, yeah, these guys are just, tower trading. In fact, in the time it took them to get just one tier 1 tower at bot, it looks like the Scourge team might be, well, they're not gonna stick around, because I guess they figure, since these guys disappeared, they're probably, getting ready to come over here and catch them out. And so they're just gonna transition. And the Scourge team also knows that they just bounced, so they're not gonna be able. They're not gonna just like they came over here to try to ambush them, but these guys just transition up here, get a little bit farther, in case they TP'd over here to defend here, they have to walk up there too. But is anything gonna happen? They're still spoked up, and oh, that trap gave it away. Now they're coming, and Furion 4-staff out is probably gonna TP over here at this point, because nobody's in position to stop him from TPing. Everybody is just gonna get out of there. No harm, no foul. Just a couple of ultimates wasted. Just a lot of farming time wasted. Especially for the Sentinel team, they were just standing around here. I mean, the AM has been farming, so I guess it doesn't really matter. The Furion doesn't even need to, stand around a farm. You can just cast his ultimate and farm, and the AM just getting the farm over here, so it's not a big deal at all. I have to say, see what happens. MithTrust feels they're a little bit arrogant. They feel like they can win. Anti-mage has gone a bad for you, by the way. They can win without the Balnazar, and they should have tested them, It wasn't their fault that he dropped. Maybe reload or whatever, but I guess they really didn't want to. And I have to say, I really commend iZone. Even if they lose this game, I have much respect for them, and the decision to play fair. I probably wouldn't have, played fair. I would have been like, yeah, man, you think you can beat us with 4 people? Yeah, right. And they're a really nice team. I don't really know what the GEST IDC rules are, but I'm pretty sure you don't have to drop yourself just because the other team wants to continue. And yeah, these guys are gonna have a little bit of a harder time microing that CK, because he's such a critical hero. You have to keep him microed. You have to keep those illusions microed, and they have to micro this AA as well. And ES, he requires a lot of control. So maybe once somebody dies, they can do a lot of work in a fight, but you know, in terms of microing him. But it's just gonna be, I find it's gonna be really difficult. I mean, what's the CM gonna do? Just drop a long range Nova, maybe bite, and then shift click to run away, and all the time you can micro the Balazar running around, voiding, and everything like that. So, anyways, I'll start harping on about that. Let's start talking more about the game. We're at 35-minute mark. And looks like there's a little bit of a lull in the activity. Let's speed it up a little bit for a minute or two. And you know, just these guys are just like, you know, focusing on farming. You see the anti-mage just blinking around. You see, there you go. He's gonna just blink, blink, blink. Oh, it looks like the Scourge team is actually going for the Roshan, and doesn't look like the Sentinel team know about this. Yeah, they don't really know about it. Looks like even though the AM was right here, I guess he didn't see them. You know, you really don't have sight from here of this area. So these guys, they easily got the Rosh pit. You know, and they basically gave up this tower. No, they didn't. Just a TP, and just these guys just got out of there as soon as they saw that Rosh was taken. So yeah, it looks like I said, you know, I feel like there's a serious advantage on the Sentinel side because they still have that critical AM hard carry, and the Lion just doesn't compare to him. And that Furion is just going to be pushing all the lanes with his constant ultimate and everything. And it looks like they're trying to get something done on the AM, but he just TP out. Like, he took almost no damage from those nukes, man. Like, maybe he lost like what, 50, 70, maybe 100 HP, and he just regen all that up too with that Battle Fury. And yeah, they're just farming it up over here. Looks like iZone maybe. I don't know why they just purchased another courier. Maybe somebody killed it at some point recently. And probably show it down. I think there's probably going to be some action happening eventually pretty soon. And let's keep an eye on the map. And CM. Oh, I actually paused it. Whoops, I meant to slow it down. I'm sorry, I guess. And yeah, there's just a little bit of team juggling going on over here, getting that CM as much EXP as they can. Bonazar is a level 11, so he's not really going to get any gold. I guess they want to get these EXP on these other teammates. You know, CM, she maxed out her Brilliant Aura, but she does still need, you know, max out Nova and everything. And looks like the Scourge team is going to push down over here. Nobody's defending up at top. This tower down here almost no HP. I'm pretty sure it's in deny range, and I'm just gonna come over here, right click it a couple times, and get it for free. Yeah, there we go. And there we go. He gets the tower. Furion is just constantly spamming his ultimate, and CM is actually jungling it up or down here. She's getting as much EXP as she can. And it looks like now the Scourge team is going to be threatening the Sentinel team is going to be threatening to yeah, the Raxum, and these guys are just trying to focus on getting this tier 2 tower down here. I don't think if it's worth it. You know, I'm just doing a number on this tower over here. It's probably going to be half HP by the time somebody comes in to defend. And yeah, they're actually going up there to defend. Wow. And oh, looks like up here, you know, they caught out the CM. But down here, looks like the Windrunner might go down. Yeah, down she goes to the combination of these two guys. I wonder where Luna is actually here. Stun, and Kofi's gonna actually proc. Nope, Frost Staff, and he gets out of there. And these guys are gonna. Nope, they don't want to chase anymore. The Balazar is here being microed by that dead CM. Tree on the CK. He's actually caught out and silenced. And now they're just gonna probably chase him down. Furion has treads. He should be Frost Staff. Should be cooling down soon again. I guess Balazar trying to get in front of him and block him a little bit. Now he just stops over there. He's being microed by somebody on the Sentinel team as well, but I guess he just left him to die at this point. It's probably the AA who's microing him. He's trying to get out of there. Actually, the AA should be careful. AM's going to be blinking down here pretty soon, and he might get caught out. But then again, he does have a lot of support in terms of a Desolator, Lanaya. They should be able to come in and save him before he dies. I mean, he is fairly tanked. 3 hits so far. 2 hits, 3 hits, maybe one more hit and he would have died. But he realized he might actually be going down. Yep, there we go. He actually blinked to try to catch him. The A blast should kill him. Yep, there we go. He went down to 10% because of that Shadow Strike from the Quap. And, you know, they got another critical kill on Lakes. So, you know, good job by the Scourge team. And critically that, you know, AA didn't die in exchange. So, actually, he did die. I wonder, probably Furion Ultimate. You know, he didn't actually stick around. Yeah, I think that was Furion Ultimate. You can check it out right now. Yeah, it just went on cooldown, so Furion did his ultimate and he actually caught out the AA, you know, because he was still in sight. Yep. Sentinel team doing a good job of, you know, not giving away free kills at least. Furion is up here. He's trying to threaten to push them down again, you know, because these guys are pushing over here. That Desolator, you get -6 armor on the building. That was actually a really nice buff on Desolator. It actually made it much more effective on the teams in this game. And yeah, Furion is still trying to push, but they got their defense up there. Somebody actually got Necrobook. I think that's Furion. Lanaya blinked up over here, tried to get the CM, but she just ran out. And if his fraction charges should be ended yet. Oh, power shot snipe from the Windrunner, and down went his Aegis. And Quap is trying to kill the Furion, and an ultimate from the CM is just slowing him down. He gets a kill on the Furion, blinks out. He's trying to TP out too, because there was no way he was going to get out of there, you know, just like that. But he went down. Lanaya respawned, but you know, in between all these heroes, she died as well. ES was trying to TP out, and AM ulted just to cancel the TP, and down he went. So 15 to 15 in the Sentinel team's favor, and all this time, you know, Lake is just farming it up. He has a Manta style now, and soon he'll be probably getting another tier 3 or 4 item, probably working on his heart next, because he does need some HP. You know, that Manta style not doing too much in terms of HP. They have a gem to make sure that Naya can no longer, you know, just dodge their attacks or whatever. Make sure she goes down. And you know, because you know, once she gets a blink dagger, you know, you can't really stop her from getting away. She just meld and then wait 3 seconds and she'll probably be out of there. Jen is making sure that all those Naya traps are also going down, and all these wards are probably going to be dewarded pretty soon. Man, it's been actually a lot of non-stop action. There have been too many breaks so far in the game, but maybe they're talking about like really late game. There's going to be these breaks happening, and it looks like they're going for a mid push on this tier 2 tower. Furion actually has a level 2 Necrobook plus a 4-stab so far. You know, it's a pretty decent farm on that Furion. He probably has a bunch of neutral kills, 47 creep kills, and he has a bunch of hero kills too. How many hero kills does he have? He has only 2 hero kills and 3 deaths, so you know, he's really playing a support Furion, but he's being quite effective. And yeah. Over here, Quap is trying to farm out. She actually got an Axic and Lincoln's, you know, I guess she's ganked her way to success. She has 146 creep kills, so actually not ganked her way to success, pushed her way to success basically. And got in a bunch of creep kills too. Silence, Shackle Shot's gonna latch after the Void canceled the Lincolns. She's not able to blink out, and AM blinks in just for the, I don't know why he did that. I don't think she had like basically full mana. I don't know why he did that. But CM also, you know, came in down here. I guess somebody was attacking her. Naya is trying to run. And yeah, there's a fight actually going on. CK casts a stun on the Windrunner. ES blinks in himself. He gets a stun off, but Kofi is going to proc on the Windrunner, and a couple of right clicks from the Lanai with the Desolator. Down she goes, and too bad she didn't catch the illusion in line with the AM, because then the AM probably would have went down. CM walks in, just do a 1 second ultimate that barely does anything, and she just dies in an instant. And it looks like the Night Stalker had it in this rune bottle, and now he's just walking around probably trying to find somebody to snipe. He could probably snipe the ES if you can get a chance. ES blinks in. Furion ultimate is probably going to come in. Yeah, he's going to put him in sniper range plus those Necro minions. So yeah, he's going to, yep, there we go, Void, and down he goes. And now CK is going to turn around and probably try to kill him, but I don't know if he can do that. I mean, even though he's more tank, he's he doesn't have any damage right now. And Windrunner is force-setting. They're trying to catch out the Lanaya. She's going to blink out. Is she going to get away? Yeah, she blinks out down here, and she's probably just waiting for a cooldown, a TP or something. Yeah, she doesn't have any mana right now, or mana coverage. Waiting for the mana regen. Looks like Furion knows she might be around here. He's checking. Nope, he's just gonna TP around somewhere, possibly to get another kill. Anyways, yeah. Looks like AM is wanted to push down over here on this bot tower. Furion just TP'd up there, and looks like AA is gonna be caught out by the AM. 3-second stun on him, but Balnazar is also over there. So yep, AM ultimate, and down the AA goes. He actually casts his ultimate too, but that's not going to do too much. Nobody's near dying. Now the CK might be going down, and actually the Balnazar might have popped, but nope, he's just regenning it up really fast actually. And she just blinks out. Meanwhile, up here, you know, these guys are just like pushing down these tier 2 towers, getting as much damage as they can. He 4-stabs out. The slow didn't even affect him at all. So this 4-stab really paying off. What a nice purchase by that Furion, you know, I have to say. And oh, looks like Furion got caught out, and these guys, you know, just a blink from that Lanai meld attack, and probably a blink from the Quap as well, and they just killed him really quickly. Meanwhile, these guys are over here, and just trying to battle on these towers, man. These guys are really pushing, and this is why I said, you know, that dropping that CK was just not a good idea. These guys were having a terrible time. I mean, I guess there was a reason that Mith-trust was feeling so confident that they could keep on playing without that Balnazar. I mean, seriously, he was like out of his ganking power, and he didn't really have any, you know, damage items or anything. And the physical damage dealer on the Scourge side is really CK for the late game, and you know he's the tanker as well. I mean, Lanaya can tank a little bit with her fraction. You know, she has a BKB, so she can probably really tank now. But you know, she has no HP. CK at least has some HP, and he can just take their nukes, take everything. But you know, it's gonna be really tough for the Scourge team. I have to say, this 4v4 game that they've turned this into. And you know, Roche has respawned. They should probably be going for Roche pretty soon. And you can just speed it up for a couple of seconds, 30 seconds or so. And looks like they know that they're going to be going for Roche soon. And yeah, they're going to kill out these illusions, but I guess nobody's really in position. You know, they're like all split up and they're all over the place, and I think Furion just TP'd. These guys are probably going to be able to kill the Roshan before anybody is able to get into position to stop them. And yeah, there we go, down it's going to go. AM actually has a Reaver at this point, so that's good to see. You know, they're really farming it down. Yeah, they're going to get that Roshan kill quite easily. And yeah, these guys are farming it up in the jungle a little bit, getting some levels on that Banazar. You know, they can't really exchange his item, but they can you know, have him hold that gem, have him level up a little bit, you know, get some of his skills more powerful. And it's not a bad choice at all. Meanwhile, the CK, you know, without more items, I don't think it's gonna be very effective. He needs like more HP, more stat items. I mean, the level's gonna help him, but he needs items too. He's more item dependent than the Banazar is, really, I have to say. So it looks like the Scourge team is getting ready to go for a mid push. They feel like, you know, they should push down this before, you know, that Fury on the aim really being really annoying. So they're coming in here. Lanaya Trap's gonna slow them down. 2 blinkers. Lanaya ultimate, and it looks like she's gonna win run. Yeah, she's win running right now. But these guys can keep chasing. That trap is really gonna slow her down too. Shackle shot is going to mini stun the Lanaya, but down she goes to the Lanaya, and they're trying to go on the Banazar, but they're not able to. ES blinks in and gets a kill on the CM with just one meld attack from the Lanaya, and you know, probably a scream of pain from the Quap, and down she went. I guess everybody else is TPing back to defend their axes, you know, because they're doing a Fury on AM, doing a number on their axes. Meanwhile, CK is just hanging out over here, trying to get, yeah, he gets a axe, and they don't really care about sacrificing the CK at this point for their axe, because he's not really gonna progress in terms of items. And so, you know, just sacrificing him for a axe is a perfectly acceptable choice, I'd say. And everybody else, you know, TP back and push these guys away from their area. You know, they almost got this Rax over here at bot. And you know, they give them a tier 2 tower over here, a tier 3 tower over there, and all that was one melee rack. So I have to say, you know, they're going up against a Fury, and you know, basically you can count these racks out, because as soon as he can, he's going to be taking it down, and that one too. So, and you know, just AM can probably link in with his illusions and take it out. It's like, yeah, he's going to finish that hard at this point, and these guys are having a tough time with it. You know, let's take a moment right now. You know, it looks like these guys are all gonna resort to farming for a little while, you know, and get their next level items, and talk about you know, the what these guys are going for, and you know, how they're farming, basically. In terms of levels, I have to say that right now it looks like levels are, you know, it's hard to say. It looks like levels are in favor of the Sentinel team, because you know, AM critically is at level 22, highest level in the game is that AM. 177 creep kills, you know, 180 basically at 40 minutes in, and well, it's not really bad at all. It's around 4 to 5 creep kills per minute, and yeah, 4.5 creep kills per minute looks like, and 70 creep kills on the Furion, and he also has 56 neutral kills to top that off. Level 3 Necrominion, 4 staff. He has 3100 gold in the back, probably going for a Hex next. CM has treads another 4 staff, an Urn. She's being a war bitch. She has 28 creep kills and 14 neutral kills. She's only level 12, but as compared, I mean, no, that's not too bad. The ES is also only level 12. He has a Blink Dagger, Point Booster, and Arcane Boots. So he's been ganking. Oh yeah, he's, you know, they're just tower pushing their way to get him that Blink Dagger. You know, he doesn't have any kills or anything. He doesn't have much farm at all either. So that's how they got him that Blink Dagger. You know, I guess their maximum efficiency of gold on the Scourge team. But you know, you just have to pay attention. The most farm here on the map is that AM, and surprisingly, the Quap has recovered from her you know, earlier feeding spree. But you know, she has you know, actually she just made more creep kills than the AM, but the creep kills on her aren't going to be so effective because she's been dying so much. You know, she has the same kind of blink as a AM. You know, it's different, but you know, I have to say, oh, there might be a fight happening over here somewhere, perhaps. Let's keep an eye over here. Balnazar is actually pushing, and these guys are converging. Yeah, he might be in trouble. Or AM, yeah, AM's gonna back off over here. He's afraid, because they don't know where the Scourge team is. Yeah, they even hide in the Balnazar. He has no TP right now. They should probably keep a TP on him, but I guess they don't really have space to give it to him. Oh, he came out and he revealed himself, and now they're all coming and they're gonna kill him. One meld attack of Fisher, and yeah, just a couple of attacks with that. That Desolator is doing a lot of work for the Scourge team. And if ever she can line up these AM's illusions and make her side blades cleave a little bit, she's gonna be doing a shit ton of damage. And she can't get a purge stick at this point, but if she had, she'd be doing like a million damage against a team with that side blade power if she can line up. And I wish I could see that, especially in a pro game, but she decided to go for Desolator, and it doesn't do a lot of work for the Scourge team. And AM is just gonna go around over here on this island while everybody's focusing over there. Figuring out came over here to ninja their base down here because the creeps over here allow them to do that. And it looks like everybody's steeping in to try to defend. But in the meantime, nobody's defending bot, and that level 3 Necro Minion is probably gonna get them that Rax yet. They're not gonna be able to stop yet. Down that Rax goes. So in terms of Rax, they're even. 1 for 1, 1 melee for 1 melee. But nope, now it's 2. And it looks like the AM is just going to blink out. They're not going to be able to kill him. They might be able to get the CM. Yeah, clapping Sin for a Screaming Pain, but she's going to walk right back out. And they really don't want to go on her. I mean, the team is slow split up. They can actually do this. AM is clearly going over here. He's trying to get another tier 3 tower gold bonus for his team. And the CM goes down to that Desolator from that Lanaya. And they're trying to get the Windrunner as well. Yep. Paul, who is a Lanaya, actually got an unstoppable streak. But, she really can't, go head-to-head against this AM. Right now, he's not really fighting her because she has an Aegis. And he'll probably get too low HP to deal with the rest of the team, and then he's going to be forced to fight back. He's going over here, his heart is just regenerating him up in HP. He's almost always full mono with that Battle Fury and the CM aura, so maybe, I'm saying, man, AM got the Manta. As soon as I saw that, I would have been like, screw the Desolator. I would have gone Diffusal, and then, try to get some Diffusal blade purges going on, because I don't think this Magina is going to be microing his illusions. They're already busy microing this Balnazar, so it'll be a little bit difficult to do. And if it ever lines up, you can at least, at the very least, if you won't, cleave the damage onto heroes, you cleave the Diffusal blade purge side blade damage onto creeps, and just totally murder a creep wave at least, So I really wanted to see that, man. I'm really disappointed in these guys. They didn't do that. And it looks like these guys are getting ready for another mid push. I guess they want to, just put, they're not going to be able to push out, all these lanes just like that because they're going against the Furion, and that AM is constantly pushing the lanes too. AM is long range pushing it, and they're going to get this range rack, and nobody cares about that. You just let it happen. AM is blinking, is TPing in, and Knight is cast. Quap casts her ultimate. CM is channeling her ultimate. Nobody's dying right now. There's just a lot of stuff happening. CM is going to go down first to the CK, who's not being microed anymore, and the Lanaya still has her Aegis, so she's just right-clicking away. CK is being microed. He casts a stun on the Windrunner, cold feet on her as well, and she goes down to the Lanaya, who now has a wicked streak, and now they're focusing on the Balnazar. AM is just attacking creeps. I don't know what he's doing. And Lanaya is silenced at this moment, but they're going to get that Balnazar, and down she goes. She still has the Aegis, and looks like somebody tried to cast something on her right when her Ghost Scepter ran out. Lanaya just blinked out, and they're just getting out here no problem. And basically, they really didn't get anything done. They just killed a couple of people, but they didn't kill the important heroes like the anti-mage, who it looks like is getting boost of travel at this moment, and the Furion. And in the meantime, Furion with just that Force of Nature and everything, they're just pushing down the rest of their racks, getting into all these buildings. Now they only have a middle racks that doesn't even have a tower. So, man, like I said, that the CK dropping was just a terrible choice. I wouldn't have done it, and now despite there being fair players, it's just not working out. AM, I guess, was trying to backdoor this middle racks, trying to end the game, but you can't. No matter how farmed you are, you can never afford a 5v1, like that. In the mid game, Naya, because of their refraction, and if you're not going against DOTs, you can 4 versus 1, even 5 versus 1 at times because of that meld. Looks like she's going for a hex to deal with that anti-mage. But the anti-mage, at no point in the game, can you really do that unless you're massively out farming the other team. And look at this, 22-29 in favor of the iZone team. But these guys are just pushing it down. Once again, teams are showing us that it's not all about kills. It's mostly about pushing down towers. And Navi showed us that first. And MithTrust is confirming it for us. This towers, buildings, what really matter. You get enough gold from them, and you can just kill the other team. I mean, it's not just that. It's that critical decision where they drop their, really hard carry in that CK. I mean, the CK can just become a beast at this point in the game if you had enough farm. And you should have dropped somebody else. You should have dropped the AA. Just cast some AA ultimate from far off. You don't really need him to cast cold feet anymore. It's really hard to get it to land on these really mobile heroes on the Scourge with so many force stats and everything flying around. So I have to say, that was kind of a bad choice. Just in dropping that CK, man. He would have been really effective. I mean, the Bonza would have been effective too, but in terms of damage, he's not really too effective. And now who's doing the damage? Just the Lanaya and Quap. She's still doing a lot of nuke damage. She's gone caster. She's gone the caster item build. So she actually spent money on the BOT. She's trying to make a hex too, but looks like she actually might be going down over here. She's silenced. And she casts a ghost stab. Maybe she'll get her blink off in time. Yeah. Oh no, 2-man shackle shot. And I don't know why they're turning around right now. And in the meantime, it looks like actually, yeah, man, these guys are not even caring about it. They're just leaving 1 or 2 heroes on here to delay them. And the important heroes like AM and Furion, they're just going on killing their Raxes. And it looks like AM's gonna come over here and kill their Raxes. Yeah, the fact of the matter is there's a lot of team play going on the iZone side. I mean, that's why they're able to hold out against this superior team, and these guys, they're just gonna, this is gonna go down. I'm pretty sure. If once Furion TP's in, it's basically guaranteed. Once he casts a Necro minion, there's nothing they can do about it. It's just GG. A little bit cheap, but who cares about cheap when you're being effective? And MithTrust knows how to win games, and they won this game. GG should be being called soon. And this was a fun game to cast, a fun game to watch. A little bit long, but quite enjoyable. And once we saw a little bit of MithTrust finally succeeding, I have to say, I guess that's another reason they probably rushed it, because a lot of the times they start screwing around despite the fact that they're really owning in the game, and they end up losing. And that's just not good. AM has been dying a couple of times because he's getting focused on by 4 heroes. Quap and Lanaya together can actually out DPS the AM, and the Fiona really hasn't gone for too many DPS items. No DPS carry route from the Furion. So I'm just going to pause it right now and show you guys the end game screen. And I hope you guys enjoyed this cast. I'll be casting a couple more games in the future. I hope you guys tune in for those as well. Thanks for watching. GG guys.